Welcome back to Boxing Extra. This is part 4 of our PBC's Brutal Knockout series, and it's loaded with power from start to finish.
Good fight against him, lost a decision.
In this episode, we've got Deontay Wilder reminding everyone why he's one of the most feared punchers on the planet. And Tank Davis showing once again that speed and precision can end a fight in an instant.
He's already been down once in the fight.
The Charlo brothers are back too, with both Jermell and Jermall delivering statement performances that left no doubt about their dominance.
But he just got nailed and down he goes.
You'll also see David Benavidez putting on a clinic, Efe Ajagba unleashing raw heavyweight aggression, and rising star Sabriel Matias proving he's one of the most dangerous finishers in the sport today.
It's just really extraordinary. There it is.
From veterans to rising stars, these fighters left everything in the ring.
We said it. Morrell wanted to make a statement, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Buckle up for 45 minutes of pure destruction. This is PBC's Brutal Knockouts Part 4.
Looking to reap the dividends from the investment to the body, and Rosario down again. On the ground. He hit him on the ground. He hit him on the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight he is making the 7th defense of his title. Please welcome the hard-hitting and undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world.
Deontay Wilder stepped into fight week with the swagger of a knockout king, determined to prove that his unbeaten record and terrifying power were no accident. For Wilder, this wasn't just another title defense. It was a mission to make a statement, defend his crown with authority, and show the world that he was a storm the heavyweight division could not escape.
Shot to the abdomen by Luis Ortiz. Jab comes in. An exchange and Wilder. And a big straight left, but that was a trip. That was a trip. He fell by Luis Ortiz. And now Wilder goes back on the offensive and significantly. He has in the past. Big right hand there. And that's for Wilder. And that ends the second of the action. And a big straight left hand there by Ortiz. Another big straight left hand by Ortiz. Wilder, Ortiz wants to fight. Coming in forward. Right, but it's a shot there by Ortiz. A big straight right hand. It wobbles Ortiz. And down goes Luis Ortiz. Shortest time in the fight. He has the eraser. He's hit the canvas. And that's the end of the 5th. And Wilder says, I got him. Look at it. Boom, right there, right on the nose. And then Wilder sees that he's hurt, that he's uneasy, and then boom! There is the right hand, crashing to the canvas. Big right hand, it wobbled Ortiz, and Ortiz now is just fighting up pure guts, but now he's trying to... Straight right hand, down the middle, another one. They both land. Oh, and Ortiz, I think he has Wilder hurt. Wilder may be hurt, and now Ortiz on the offensive, bringing down to the 9-2 Wilder. A big straight left, Dave Fields down. Wilder always, that's the end of the 7th. And Wilder is in the fight. Wilder almost down a big straight left by Ortiz. And Ortiz a big straight left again. Dave Fields watching the action. Keep Ortiz off of him. A big straight left, backing up Wilder. As lesson. A big right hand, and it hurt Ortiz. And now Wilder is going on the attack again. And change things completely. And Wilder again doing the big right hand. They go on the exchange, and they throw after the bell. They throw and a big right hand. They open, and now Ortiz is hurt.
of technical knockout, and still the undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
Please welcome the hard-hitting, popular, and undefeated
Davis entered the fight as one of boxing's most exciting rising stars, with an incredible 95% knockout ratio and backing from promoter Floyd Mayweather Jr. Moving up to 135 pounds was seen as a fresh start, but some wondered whether he could maintain his devastating power against naturally bigger opponents.
His hometown NFL team, the Baltimore Ravens. Jermall Charlo.
With the WBA lightweight title on the line, this fight was a key moment in Davis's career, setting the stage for bigger fights against elite lightweights in the years to come.
That's Diaz. There's a big straight left that backed up Gamboa, followed by a big right hook. There's a straight left that caught the attention of the Cubans. Right to the body. A straight left, down goes Gamboa on a heavy straight left. And comes Gamboa with the right hand. Big left. There's a big straight left. There's a right hand by Gamboa. Straight left. Two big straight lefts that backed up Gamboa. Stopping him in his tracks, another one. It's like target practice now by him. Good left uppercut. Stop Gamboa. Big straight left with Gamboa through a right hand. Final moments of the fourth. A big straight left that backed up Gamboa, but Gamboa comes forward. Big straight left backing up Gamboa, but Gamboa not to be deterred. Big left uppercut connecting. Two big uppercuts. A big shot by Davis. Davis now teeing off on Gamboa. A big left uppercut connecting. Heavy shots from Gervonta Davis. A right hook. Oh my, look at this spectacular fashion. A big shot to the body. Left hook by Gervonta Davis, followed by a right. He caught Gamboa. Another big heavy shot. Davis, big straight left. Down goes Gamboa again. Final stages, couple of straight lefts. Gamboa retaliates with the right. Big straight left from Davis, and that ends. Generalship, and how savvy is a straight left. That connected, big right hook. Gamboa get Davis trying to finish off Gamboa. Oh, big straight left that backed up Gamboa. Davis trying to finish off. Over missiles, down goes Gamboa. And this one is over. Gervonta Davis with the finish of Yordenis Ugas. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated. He is the new WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Tank Davis. Here is the former IBF junior middleweight champion of the world, known as the future of boxing, introducing the undefeated Jermall Charlo.
With notable victories over Cornelius Bundridge, Austin Trout, and Julian Williams, he had already shown himself to be one of boxing's most dangerous and composed champions. Moving up to middleweight for the first time, Charlo was eager to prove that his power and skill would carry into a bigger weight class.
It's the midpoint of the opening round. It's been all about the sharp jab of Jermall Charlo.
Highland has an awkward rhythm to him, and he's going to try to use that awkward rhythm to close range, but Charlo's athleticism.
Charlo beginning to put together the 1-2 as well. Goes to the body with a challenge of Ronnie Shields, the 59-year-old former number one, and Halen down.
He's hurt.
5, 6, 7. Hey, está bien.
Look at Charlo's hand position. positioning, perfect hand position so you can defend but also throw the punches properly.
Haaland is very resilient.
Trying to just barely make some miss without losing range. Oh, nice step around. Oh, that was beautiful. An injury to the leg, it's only going to make his life even worse because, I mean, closing range. Oh, nice little short left uppercut.
And so we will hear from Haaland's corner at the end of the round. Things not looking good for the Argentine.
They want to accomplish their goals in this fight, no matter what.
Man, you can't Haaland, but Charlo's just picking him apart. Right hand. He's already been down once in the fight.
This is no good for him.
Oh, and Haaland
See, he
goes
can't catch
down.
himself. They got to stop
Off
this.
balance.
He can't catch himself. He wants his back for him.
The doctors wait. The fight, I mean, come on. The fight's been waved off. It stopped. And Sebastian Haaland gets stopped for the first time in his career. But do not let that take away from what we saw from Jermall Charlo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 13 seconds in round number 4. Our referee in charge, Benji Esteves, stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated. Jermall Charlo. The undefeated former 2-time WBC super middleweight champion of the world.
Nicknamed El Bandera Roja, Benavidez is a talented and undefeated fighter from Phoenix, Arizona.
Benavidez.
Known for his slick boxing skills, explosive combinations, and relentless pressure, he became one of the youngest super middleweight champions in boxing history, winning the WBC belt.
And is trying to bring it into the knife of Porky Medina. What a punch! And a down.
At 36 years old, Angulo saw this fight as an opportunity to shock the boxing world and secure a career-defining victory.
Just ask really Porky Medina about his hand speed.
Exactly. I think it was like
has to overcome the mistake he made, and he owned up to it, but Angulo's going to try to make him pay here. Have his promoter Samson Lukowicz back in the fold after the veteran boxing figure underwent successful cancer surgery.
He is smart enough to do it once he knows or feels a pause from Angulo, and then he lets go of his.
Gilberto Ramirez for the title, losing that in lopsided decision, hoping to make amends here tonight.
Benavidez with the edge in that department by a lot.
Look out for when facing Benavidez is his sudden offensive outbursts.
You push Angulo back and you throw combinations, he stops. Oh, that could be a knockdown, but I guess not.
Good round for Benavidez here in the third and in front of Angulo, unloading at will.
Yes, he is doing so good.
Twice as we go to round 5. Time! US at 18 and now at 23, looking to stay unbeaten, but Angulo.
Nice right.
And there's Benavidez returning to work the body, Abner. Mohegan Sun Arena, David Benavidez against Alexis Angulo.
Experience at such a young age.
Oh, and now Angulo and
that right to the body for Benavidez is so super.
I don't see it yet. I feel like he's right in this rhythm.
He's starting to put it on Angulo.
And see, that's what I mean by picking him apart.
5% of his power punches in this match.
What a round for David Benavidez.
Time.
A man who's been in many dogfights. Remember his performance against Erislandy Lara.
Be cautious with them uppercuts. And pretty much
that. So much the electricity, the energy, and Benavidez definitely amplifying his energy at the end.
Time.
The only time in his career, but he is eating a lot of shots here, trying to defend with that high guard, and Benavidez just using him as target practice, and now Angulo coming forward. There's a right hook to the body, and he is teeing off on Angulo. Not all of the punches getting through, but... And it's all David Benavidez, Abner.
All David Benavidez landing at will.
To dominate Alexis Angulo as we go to round number 10.
Time.
There's a straight right hand that lands, and Benavidez again, that quick hand speed on display.
Has been from the moment he became started to become a polished fighter. He's landing 60% of what he throws according to show stats.
That's a fight here on Showtime until he unleashed that devastating uppercut. So I guess there's always a puncher's chance, but David Benavidez is another class uppercut after another on the inside for David Benavidez.
Time!
Yeah.
That's it. We want to stop this fight. Forget about it. It's enough.
And Pedro Diaz doing the right thing in ending this. And, you know, this man is a skilled offensive fighter.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout, and he is still undefeated. El Bandera Roja, David Benavidez.
Tonight, he is making the first defense of his title. Please welcome the undefeated WBC Super Welterweight.
Charlo was an undefeated champion with a reputation for his technical skills, sharp counterpunching, and increasing knockout power. Charlo had developed into a complete fighter, blending boxing skills with increasing knockout power.
11 of his
However, with Hadley being a fellow Texan, Charlo took this fight personally, and their pre-fight exchanges were heated.
And he sets up a right hand with that jab. Something else you have to worry about from the left hand when you face him, wear Charlo down. Left hook by Charlo. A couple different things you can do with that. You can jab to the body because you have the height and reach. Or you could... Good shot by Charlo. But he just got nailed and down he goes. He's caught in between and Charlo drops him. 6, 7. Good right hand by Charlo.
Time!
Going on the attack with the jab and then trying to score the right hand. Beautiful combination, the jab and the right hand. Hadley trying to. So Charlo loads up. Round 4 comes to a close. He could finish that combo. Good uppercut by Charlo. There it was. Charlo's first defense. And again, he gets to Hadley opening up here. Good right hand. Hadley covering up. Charlo rocks him with a huge right hand. That's it right away. Referee smartly. Charlo fired that right hand all the way from Texas. Look at where this comes from. He gets everything right on the marks.
He is the winner by way of knockout. He is still undefeated and still the WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the world, Jermell Iron Man Charlo. Please welcome the 2016 Olympian, hard-hitting and undefeated pro known as the one and only, introducing Efe Ajagba.
Standing tall at 6 feet 6 inches with a stiff jab and crushing right hand, Ajagba planned to control the ring, apply pressure, and slowly dismantle his opponent round by round.
Oh! Are you kidding me?
For the rising Nigerian powerhouse, this fight wasn't just about winning. It was about sending a message to the entire division that a new force was on the horizon.
Former Olympian as well. Ooh, good right hand.
Right hand.
Hurt him.
Yep, Kaladze is hurt already, wobbled, trying to right the ship and fire. Guy, but in his 40s at the time he fought Ajagba, but Ajagba took care of business. There's a nice right hand.
The future of heavyweights, the next era, will they be bigger?
You get bigger?
Well, every fighting this time. But look, that was a nice left hook right hand.
Showing some professional toughness, and he whacked him with that right hand. That caught Ajagba right on the left cheek. He's had to weather a few punches from Kaladze, the veteran. And I mentioned that Ajagba was a soccer player. I mean, playing on competitive clubs as a teenager, but showed a natural aptitude, and there it is.
There's the right hand. I mean, you could see it all night that this right hand was going to get through. It's just a matter of time.
7, 8.
Come here. Come here. You okay?
Measuring him for a right hand. Final seconds, though, of round 2. Another right hand lands. Kaladze in bed. Another right hand lands from Ajagba.
I stop. No punch.
Just did not stop. I thought Thomas was going to stop that.
Yeah,
he's in bad shape. He's wobbling.
The strength of his condition is keeping him.
He knocks down Ajagba out of nowhere. How about that?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Let's go.
A crazy turn of events.
Thank you very much, Brian. Ronnie, what did you say to Efe coming into this round, considering what happened in the last?
I told him to keep his hands up.
Control. I had Ajagba winning all these rounds up until the knockdown that happened in the last round. It gave life to Kaladze, who's, could be.
But now he faces a guy who's just a little bit tougher, a little bit more motivated. Kaladze said 154-pound title. Let's go back to Heidi Androl. Heidi?
Thank you very much. Shadid, what adjustments did you want Kaladze to make coming into this?
Start coming back.
Brian, back to you.
Heidi, thank you. It's an interesting perspective. Of course, every time you go to the corner, you think this fight's about to end. And maybe it is.
I trained Iago for
that's a beautiful right hand by Ajagba.
3.
Tom Taylor's giving him a chance.
5.
There's no way he can get back up. His equilibrium
He's already
gone.
on 7, 8.
You okay? Come here.
Thomas Taylor, and the fight continues.
No, this is...
Kaladze with a right hand. His last gasp. He's in bad shape, though, to put me out, clearly. Unless Taylor ends it, and then he does. Yeah, that was actually from the corner. Kaladze's corner, and that's a good choice by them.
Because it became competitive, just like there. You saw Kaladze just throw a right hand, and then the corner thought better of it at the end.
He's the winner by way of knockout, and still undefeated, the one and only Efe Ajagba. Introducing Erickson, the Hammer Lubin.
Lubin was a highly skilled and powerful southpaw, best known for his one-round knockout loss to Jermell Charlo in 2017 when he challenged for the WBC title at just 22 years old.
But 11 of his knockouts.
Lubin saw this fight as an opportunity to prove he was ready for another shot at the title, and defeating Rosario, a former unified champion, would make a strong statement.
For Lubin for that right hand. Either as a looping right hand.
Rosario, you can feel him looking to get that right hand.
And of course, Lubin working with Kevin Cunningham, shoring up his overall game, maturing as a fighter, and opening up here in the final seconds of the first. Came back from a first-round knockout to become heavyweight champion as well.
Work hard, and Saucedo said, if you don't work hard, I'm not even going to...
Nice jab to the body by Lubin. Well, we know that Lubin can be vulnerable, and
you tell him to set up that right hand, which he is. He's trying to. You want to make sure you're in great position for that.
To the end of round number 2. And let's go to Jim Gray, unified 154-pound champion, Jason Rosario.
And that, Rosario felt that punch.
Just now. Beautiful right hook around the guard and a left, and using the jab, left hook downstairs to the body, diversified. Under a minute left in the third, and Erickson Lubin stalking Rosario, who's now on the ropes, unable to fire back. Eats another right hook. Misses a comprehensive effort. Left uppercut, again staggered. He was a champion, was dethroned in his last fight, and now knows just how important this fight is. Because
Rosario's starting to throw the left hook better and landing it to the body and the head.
He's not only picking shots, he's picking off Rosario with those shots.
He got hurt.
Yeah. And now Rosario has staggered Lubin in Atlanta.
Wow.
He just delivered a nasty jab to Lubin in the fourth, and now here in round 5.
Gets recover.
And the body language has changed drastically as now Rosario is the one leading the dance.
In the latter portion of Lubin's fight with Gachet, he was stunned, but came back to land lots of power punches. So.
As advertised, we are witnessing a fantastic fight to the body by Lubin as we end round 5. Rosario and former 154-pound.
Finding his way inside, working his way inside with the jab.
Oh, and Lubin goes down. You've seen the growth of Erickson Lubin, and he drops Rosario after that attack to the body. Time in his career. Lubin looking to reap the dividends from the investment to the body, and Rosario is down again.
He hit him on the ground! He hit him on the ground! He hit him on the ground!
Stop! It's hammer time!
Terrific left hand and then a right, and it was the right to the body that ultimately got him into big trouble. The same knockdown, and Abner will see the body work.
Yeah, there's two body shots. The first one was basically a setup for that next one, which was a left body shot.
The winner of the WBC Super Welterweight World Title Eliminator by way of knockout, Erickson the Hammer Lubin.
Jarrett Hurd was an exciting, undefeated fighter who had just won the IBF Super Welterweight title by stopping Tony Harrison earlier in the year.
It's hungry as we see.
With a come-forward style and knockout power, he was quickly becoming one of the most dangerous fighters at 154 pounds. Austin Trout was a skilled, experienced veteran who had been in the ring with some of the best, including Canelo Alvarez, Miguel Cotto, and Erislandy Lara.
60 pounds, his twin brother defends his belt.
Trout also finished very strong.
Coming up on the final 30 seconds of good left hand by Trout.
1980s, his fights with Freddie Lynch, very good solid training.
Hurt off a lot. He got southpaw jab.
And that right uppercut left hand combination.
Trout just turned the corner every time he rounded the spin. He's got to cut the ring off to the left. He's got to step in the corner.
Nice left uppercut and left hand by Austin Trout. Trout off to a great start, although he ate a stiff left hand from him. Opponents have landed 34%, but for Trout in his last 9 fights, Al, his opponents have landed just 9. Right hand, right cross by Trout.
Busy. And
nice counter left hand by Trout. I don't know how to lose position. Sniper leg lefts by the challenger Trout.
Trout does give you daylight in between. There's the uppercut by Hurd. Trout gives you daylight in between.
Tonight, he's throwing 71, so he's been more active and more
when you lost positioning.
Felt the power of Hurd.
Ultra-competitive affair in front of nearly 40,000 fans at the Alamo Dome.
The other danger for Hurd, that was a nice straight right hand, is he's pushing his punches. He's really not setting down his punches at all.
Overhand left continues to score for Austin Trout. And Austin Trout.
What happened in the 6th round was interesting. I gave it to Hurd because he started throwing softer shots.
Into later rounds, clearly Austin Trout much more experienced in going into the final rounds, and he's been 12.
He's got to at least stay with his jab. His jab is, he's losing the steam on his jab.
He just swung wildly with that left hand, and the body language spoke volumes, although he landed that. Combination connects for Hurd, putting an exclamation point on the round.
Hurd has had such a rally in these last few rounds.
There's a clubbing right hand that scored for Hurd. Hurd with 10 seconds left in the 10th. Trout barely standing. Can Hurd drop him here before the bell rings? The veteran Trout showing his resilience and guts.
That's it? You sure not? You know what? Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, opponent vying advice of the doctor, this bout has been stopped at the end of round number 10. And still, the IBF Junior Middleweight Champion of the World, Swift Jarrett Hurd. Please welcome the former two-division champion of the world, introducing the Jackal, Guillermo El Chacal Rigondeaux.
Guillermo Rigondeaux, a two-time Olympic gold medalist and former unified super bantamweight champion, was once considered one of the most avoided fighters in the sport.
Jabs with that right hand. Oh, he caught him in the fourth.
Knockdown number 4.
Ceja, the aggressive Mexican brawler, aimed to impose his power and pressure to overwhelm the former champion.
And look, he's going for the first round knockout here. You want to say professional, but he's just a consummate all-around champion. You know, whether it's gold medals, world titles.
Keeping his head in one spot.
Ooh, Rigondeaux just got clipped with a little short left hand. Trust me. And Rigondeaux, accomplished fighter. And Rigondeaux, because some low blows are really low and some are borderline. And I think
Rigondeaux by any opponent, guys, in one round.
Well, he got hit a little bit more. Like he's dropping it in the pocket, but he needs that.
Hey guys, remember what Sensor?
Him.
Oh, big left by Rigondeaux.
Yeah, left hook, right uppercut by Ceja. Last flurry threw it, stood, did that. Threw like 5, 6, 7, 8 punches in a row.
Ceja, anytime he wants, but he just needs to throw a lot more punches.
And I think Joel Diaz summed it up perfectly. You know, he's grit.
Well, not only grit, he's showing some different angles, which is important. Oh, he's hurt there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's hurt. Yeah, he did the right thing by hanging on because he was wobbly on his legs. Ceja has the edge right now. Like, he's been putting out a lot of punches. He's been throwing some good combinations, and you know.
Ceja is landed. 15 seconds remaining in round 7, WEC Super Bantamweight.
And he was quite specific that on the belt was legal. All right, here we go. It's back. Look, I'm telling you, Rigondeaux, he better have really, that's hitting you on the liver side on a right-hander, which is...
Oh! And Ceja is down!
Side of the head. That's what I was looking at.
That was the punch he's been throwing all night, and he actually got through with one.
No, he hit him. That's it.
It's over.
Oh, he didn't like the way he reacted. So there's Rigondeaux. There's the left hand right there on the side of the head.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout, the Jackal, Guillermo El Chacal Rigondeaux. Currently ranked the IBF number 14 contender, introducing Yordenis Ugas.
Yordenis Ugas, a former Cuban amateur standout, had rebuilt his career after suffering setbacks early in his professional journey.
A good finish to that round.
Ray Robinson, a talented Philadelphia southpaw, was also on an impressive winning streak and viewed this fight as his opportunity to break into the world title picture.
Counter right hand to the midsection by Ugas. And the right hand drops. The new Ray Robinson. 3, 4, 5.
They were worried most about the Ugas uppercut, which is nice. The knockdown of Robinson. As Paulie said, Ugas got the timing of the single jab of Robinson.
And we've seen in the past Robinson's back-to-back defeats. He does have problems when he faces awkward aggressors in an awkward situation.
The different adjustments by the fighters are trying to make adjustments.
Ugas attacking Robinson with the
You start throwing feints. You know, to me, it's always these feints. You know, and Robinson.
good counter left hand, and there's a right to the body. He continues to be on the back foot. He continues to get tagged. And there was a beautiful combination
body shot. It reminds you to go back. It reminds you to go to the body.
And they both talked about being fighters that others don't really want to get into the ring. Amateur pedigree.
Inside and, you know, I think he's going to need to show some of that because he's falling behind.
And it's Ugas that's doing good work on the inside.
Matter of fact, Chapman, if he wasn't in spring training, would have been here tonight.
Exactly. As his accumulated body work, his counter-attack, and his power has been the difference thus far in this fight.
Good fight against him, lost the decision.
Crashing to the canvas for the second time. Ugas hit the jackpot in Las Vegas as he tries to trap it. Yordenis Ugas here at round 7. And Ugas, he can't fight this feeling. The biggest win of his career.
And this is where the knockdown came. We'll see two looks at it, the right hand and what else. I thought Ugas was very smart to just move his hands as much as possible and make referee Robert Byrd kind of have to come in.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout, Yordenis Ugas. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the undefeated top contender who holds the interim WBA lightweight championship title, introducing Rolando Romero.
Trained at the Mayweather gym, Rolly wasn't the most polished boxer, but he was confident, awkward, and dangerous. Rolly was looking to build his reputation as a knockout artist while Yiget came in hungry to play spoiler and revive his career.
The majority of viewers, including our unofficial scorer, Steve Forrest,
would actually make him the favorite in this fight.
He talked about coming into this fight or anywhere.
Oh, but he gets tagged when trying to help Anthony Yiget. And remember, Caicedo said he would have liked to lynch. And even more dangerous. Back with the left, and Romero holding on to the right. Using the jab, there's a couple of left hands on Romero. They hook, cross their legs.
So if you're Romero, you want to land that right hand, but you want to come back with the hook.
Like that as he got off the center line and able to sidestep to the right counter shot spot. Round 4 underway, and he willingly loves to engage in slugfests that three-punch combination for Romero. Changes here as we go to round 5. For the first time in this fight. And again from distance, they moving his head to the right, Romero. Oh, and instead it's Yiget that lands the left, and I thought Romero might land.
It's different walking backwards, being on your back foot from Romero. As it is, he's really awkward. Going backwards is going to be...
On the bell, as we heard during our replay, the right hand would not knock Yiget down. So a knockdown right at the end of the round.
In terms of that out.
Yeah, I think part of it is for Romero, we know that wide stance sometimes.
And again, the right hand, the double right hurts Yiget.
This fight has been kind of a perfect storm of creating.
And he's all about right-handed power hitting. The 5th round was a little confusing for some because, and then the knockdown at the very end of the round, Yiget went from perhaps winning the round,
courtesy of a counter right hand.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay? Okay, let's go.
Yiget off balance, trying desperately to stave off the attack of Rolando Romero. He goes down again, and this time it's over.
That's it. That's it. That's it. But no, you cannot go. No, you cannot go.
Rolando Romero steamrolls Anthony Yiget to record his 12th victory via form of knockout.
He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated and still the interim WBA lightweight champion, Rolly Romero. Here here is the hard-hitting IBF number 7 world rank.
Sabriel Matias was known as a relentless pressure fighter with knockout power.
Brownie Matias.
After a decision loss to Petros Ananian in 2020, he was looking to rebuild his reputation as one of the most dangerous contenders at 140 pounds.
Just looked absolutely tremendous, and there's a big left hook, and that puts him down.
Jukembayev was an undefeated rising prospect with a strong amateur background.
Also came up the amateur ranks as immediately Jukembayev going behind the guard with that sneaky. Great stuff here in the opening round, as expected, between described Jukembayev as explosive and a workaholic.
Down to the body, and these two guys, I think, stylistically were made for each other.
Oh, another beautiful combination, and that stiff left hand by.
There's that combination punching from Matias. I mean, he reels off 4, 5, 6 punch combinations without blinking an eye.
And yet there's that bludgeoning left hand.
You know, Jukembayev has been knocked down once before as his fight wears on.
And meanwhile, Matias was knocked down against Petros Ananian in his lone defeat.
He's starting to use that uppercut. I talked about that. Now it's coming.
Sensational stuff here in round number.
Could benefit from using that punch more than
definitely either or, but I think more Matias, being that he's got the longer reach.
Hand speed, which is really extraordinary. There it is, and he.
And down goes Jukembayev.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hands up. Want to continue?
Down for the 5th time in his career, and Matias putting on all the pressure here.
He has to get close to save himself and hold on.
Under a minute left in the little opportunity to get on track. But boy, that left hand remains money.
Oh, man.
An incredible round here. See of the socially distanced crowd. This is why this place is called the Punch Bowl.
And there's a combination of punches, like you mentioned, now not just only to the head, he works the body really well.
Series of right hands that.
Did he hear you out, Evan? Did you whisper to him? Did we talk about the percentage that they're landing?
Oh, and that right hook staggered Sabriel Matias, and Jukembayev lands another one, throws himself off balance. Matias, though, seems to have weathered the final seconds of the 7th.
Yeah, Matias just trying to go for the knockout, for the home run, trying to catch him with that right hand.
Past 7 rounds of Jukembayev 4-0, but they have never been past the 10th round, and we'll see which one, if they need to.
Reliable fighter I fought years ago, Johnny Perez.
Not so much
not so much a jab puncher, but
he's susceptible to that right uppercut, or an uppercut of both sides.
What a comeback round for Matias.
Big boxing fan LL Cool J would say, don't call it a comeback, but hey, guess who's coming back?
Guess what? This fight is over.
A fantastic fight, but obviously Jukembayev, they felt had enough, and we talked about the swelling, Abner, and the amount of punishment that he was taking on his face.
He is the winner by way of knockout, Sabriel Brownie Matias.
That's it for part 4 of PBC's Brutal Knockouts. Another 45 minutes of pure power, precision, and unforgettable finishes.
Good fight against him, lost the decision.
From Wilder's destruction to the Charlo brothers' dominance, these fighters reminded us what true knockout energy looks like.
But he just got nailed, and down he goes.
Up next, get ready for the most devastating uppercuts, the most punishing body shots, and the slickest counter-punch knockouts ever seen in the ring. All brought to you by PBC's elite fighters.